Okay, Mark reviews stuff, and this one at the request of my wife, who claims that I snore. I don't snore, she snores, for the record. Okay, we both snore. And it depends how tired I am at night. Okay, so on and off for years, I've used Breathe Right strips. Okay, and this is actually an older box of them. There's literally only one left for the purposes of this video. And then she just found this humongous pack at Costco, because even a small box sold at Costco needs to come with a gigantic cardstock thing on the back of it, okay? Now, they've made a couple of improvements from the old version to this new version. So, Breathe Right strips, if you're unfamiliar with the concept, you can kind of see the picture of, and this is probably the easiest one to see. See this guy here? In this picture, he has this little strip over his nose. And essentially what it does is it has a sticky back to it, and it sticks to your nose, and then kind of, excuse the visual here, it kind of pulls your nostrils and like the whole flexible part, all the cartilage and stuff, flexible part of your nose forward, making it easier for you to breathe. So if you're someone who has trouble snoring or breathing, or even potentially an undiagnosed sleep apnea or something, this could kind of help you, short of getting actual treatment for something like sleep apnea by getting surgery or getting a CPAP machine or something like that, okay? So it comes in a pack that looks like a Band-Aid. As I drop it, looks like a Band-Aid. It opens up like a Band-Aid too, functions a lot like a Band-Aid. And again, this is the old version, but you'll see on here how there are two ridges. Okay, so when you peel the backing off of these things, this is how it works. So in theory, I would stick this on my nose, but I'm just going to show you how it works like this. So you have one side that's really sticky, and the other side that's kind of smooth plastic. And this one has these two ribs, or these two ridges here, that are more like a collar stay in a shirt. So it's just a piece of plastic that's meant to hold its shape. It has this memory where it wants to be straight, okay? So you stick it onto your nose and it pulls your nose open more. The primary difference between this old style and the new one, and I'll pull one of those out as well, is that they've added a third ridge, a third rib to it. And the difference in the ribs, this third one, makes this thing a lot thicker, and it's a little bit shorter if you see that, right? So it's not quite as long, and it's a lot thicker. Okay, and the difference is they've added that third ridge. So it's maybe a little bit hard to see. Let me pull the backing off it, okay? Then it'll be pretty apparent. So, unfortunately, this process has made it less comfortable, and that's my biggest complaint. That adding that third ridge and kind of decreasing the space in between them, right? You can see the difference here. That's made it less comfortable on your nose, and it occupies a larger area, a surface area of your nose. Now, for the purposes of the video, I think it demands that I actually apply it. So this is the old one. Okay, so you kind of center it, stick it on there. And the idea is, as the straight part tries to be straight again, it's opening up your nasal passage. Now, it's not perfect, it's not super fashionable, and when I'm this close to the camera, you can start to see other blemishes on my face, so ignore that. But you'll have to kind of do the trick. I find, personally, that I sleep better when I have these on, even though it's not super comfortable, and it does feel like there's something foreign on there that doesn't belong, but... if I were to give some feedback to the company that makes these, which I believe is GlaxoSmithKline, and it looks like it is, it would be that the new Breathe Right strips, at least these ones being sold at Costco, are not as comfortable. So, it says opens up your nose 38% more. That's the trade-off. It's kind of like it's pulling away from your face a little bit to open up that nasal passage. I will say too, if you have never used these before, this is a lot stickier than a normal Band-Aid would be. So now that I've applied this on here, I have to kind of like gingerly peel it off. And they actually recommend not pulling it off dry like I'm doing right now. As you can see, I was pulling the skin a little bit. It's best to kind of apply some warm water or something, so just take it off in the shower in the morning or something. But it's a quick review of what Breathe Right strips are, the key differences between the old design and the new design. The new design definitely works better, but it's less comfortable, so it might take some getting used to. But, you know, if you want a passive-aggressive way of telling your husband or your wife or your significant other that they have a snoring problem, maybe just buy them a box of 44 of them from Costco and just say, hey, why don't you try these out? And you know what? While you're at it, why don't you try it out yourself? Because it might make a difference for you. It made a difference for me. Okay, Breathe Right strips. I kind of like them. Not my favorite, but they work. Okay, leave your comments in the section below. Do you like Breathe Right strips? Have you found other solutions? You know, use oils or something to open up your nasal passages and make it easier for you to sleep at night? I don't know. Okay, in the meantime, subscribe to this channel. This circle thing over here. That's how I can keep putting these videos out. Plus, it gives me a little bit of a... I feel proud when I see that subscriber number tick up. It's like, what I'm doing is worthwhile. I know it is, but I'm glad that you start to think that it is too, enough to subscribe, like over here. And on this side, check out the other videos that I've made for this channel. Thanks.